It's your boy Omi, man, and we here with Conversations Every Day podcast. And I'm going to do shit a little bit different today. I'm trying to do, some days I'm going to come in here and I'm going to do my solo thing, I'm going to just talk to y'all about just a little bit. These ones are going to be quicker. It's just going to be a little bit of just topics that people just be throwing to me in the DMs and people be telling me that, like I might post about it and y'all might be like, just explain some more on the topic. And that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to just give y'all a little bit more, knowledge on how I feel. I also want to say I appreciate all y'all who's been on the page, subscribing on the YouTube and all that, interacting on the Instagram, shouting us out and everything. Everybody who, share the post, send it to your friends. We appreciate that, for real. But I'm going to jump into this saying, man, I feel like a lot of things right now, situations, relationships, and stuff in life, it's a lot of confusion about leadership and power and what a person might necessarily need to sustain even a relationship. We was having a conversation amongst the bros the other day, and we was talking about women saying that they don't need a man, right? Because they so independent and they got it all. And a woman saying to herself I don't need a man is just crazy, because unless you're unless you like women, you're a woman who like women, that's the only time you don't need a man, because you're sexually not attracted to men, which is fine. You like women, but how you as a woman don't need a man, and how you don't need a man if you ain't never had the type of man that you actually need, that's been there for you, that's gonna be there for you. You've never had a good man. So women who write off all men oh, I don't need a man, I'm independent, everybody needs somebody. Don't fool yourself to think that you don't need a man. You need the right man. You need a man that's gonna come in and help you push it together, give you some motion, show you how to get things in order, get some money, how to hustle. You know what I'm saying? Because some women, they want to hustle. Shout out to the women who want to hustle. Some women want to sit at home and get taken care of. That's okay too. If the man that you with is okay with you sitting at home and him taking care of you, that's okay too. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that. But you can't say you don't need a man if you ain't never had a good man in your life. So, stop writing off options of people. And when you meet a man, you're telling him oh, me, I don't need a man. You never know. A man might need you, and then you end up needing him. You know what I'm saying? The same way I look at it, how a woman will look at letting a man lead a relationship. Why would you not want to follow in his footsteps if you see that he set the right tone? Everything that he do, everything that he say, he stand on it. You know what I'm saying? He bring home the bacon. I don't eat bacon, but he bring home the bacon. He bring home the money. So once you're doing that, you got to understand that you got to give that man that, you got to give that man that respect. You got to let him know, hey, you lead, I follow. You know what I'm saying? I'll listen, I'll obey. Because at the end of the day, I see it. I see the end result. You come home, you take care of home. If you're taking care of everything, I don't even know what some women be worried about. Because would you rather lose the man that's taking care of everything to go find a new person to try to put all that on them to redo it all over again? That's crazy. That's selfish. So you got somebody that's already doing it. Why not just appreciate them, enjoy them, show them, I'm okay with letting you lead. I'm okay with sitting back a little bit, understanding my role as a woman for you. Yeah, it's crazy though, because some women, they object to that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to let a man lead. I know what I'm doing. It's not even about not knowing what you're doing. Nobody's saying y'all don't know what y'all doing. Come on, ladies. We never trying to discredit y'all. But all we saying is, as men, we know what's 9 out of 10 times we physically more stronger. We're a little bit more smarter, and we know a little bit more than y'all. Just a little bit, based off life and experiences and all that. So I don't see why so many women is opposed to letting a man lead, but whatever. To each his own, you know what I'm saying? As long as he ain't leading you to destruction, I don't see the problem. If he's leading you to a better life, you should submit. We should show that man I'm cool with you taking the go ahead. As long as you ain't leading me off no cliff, you understand? Yes, sir. And I don't want nobody to think that I'm saying a man's always in control. He's supposed to be leading. It's okay to let your woman lead too. in certain situations. A lot of men, they opposed to that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they wouldn't listen to their girl options because they feel like they're the leader. Like, that's also not the way to do things. Like, honestly, in a strong relationship, y'all both gonna lead because the decision's gonna be 50-50 anyways. So just remember that. And then the last thing I'm gonna say to all women and even men, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you should want to spiritually fulfill somebody before you like try to physically fulfill them. Well, I say this because I'm learning that when you get somebody to their most relaxing point, you show somebody how calming life can be with you, how much peace you can bring them, how much, you know what I'm saying, how much you could change things up for them a little bit, how much you can just help them out in ways they ain't never seen. I feel like that connection is a more spiritual like connection in a sense, like, you know, that God wants us to be there for each other before we go try to be on each other, you know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is this, like, we need to start looking out for more mental, spiritual, like, sustenance when we looking into finding somebody. Like, you can't just be out here like just giving yourself to anybody that they're not even right with God. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to cut that ties to people who is so cling to the world. Like, they can't tell their friends no, they're not spiritually right with themselves. They can't say no to drinking every night. They can't say no to drugs. They can't say no to going here and there where it's not benefiting them. Like, you got to kind of like pry yourself off of them people. And you got to kind of like show yourself that, hey, look, you could go down that road, but I try to help you as a friend, because you're a good friend, but you're a better friend if you tell somebody about themselves and you try to help them and try to let them know, like, look, you doing this and I don't like that, XYZ, you know what I'm saying? And most people, they scared to do that. You know, they scared to go to their friend and tell their friend, like, straight up, like, yo, bro, you fucking up. But see, if you're a real friend, what you think, like, the person who guiding you is God, because that's how you know how to be a real friend. So at the end of the day, you're supposed to like be there for your mans. Tell them, like, look, bro, you need to get right with yourself, get right with God, go ask the right questions and come back. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, God don't want you to sit there and beg people. So after you help somebody, you tell them, look, I'm here for you this time, but you got to get on your feet. And they take that for granted. You got to take yourself out of that situation, because it's going to ruin you. You're trying to save people all the time. You're trying to go and save people. Like, if people find this world, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if people find this world amusing and you don't see them changing anything, like, you know what I'm saying? And even if they got God in their life, it's just like the world is stronger. They don't have that willpower to say, I know this ain't right. I know this ain't what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, you know, so you got to stay away from them people. You got to draw yourself away from them people. Like, you know what I'm saying? You might care for them people. You might want to see what's best for them, but unless they want what's best for themselves, you can't do nothing for them people. They got to go seek God and seek therapy. That's all they could do. So, but yeah, it's your boy Omi, man. And just drop some little gems for y'all. And I'm going to do this a little bit more frequent for y'all, man. It's conversations every day. Let's get it.